But I know of a couple who have been married for several years, and I know for a fact out of the mouth of the people that they partner wasn't the partner that they wanted. They was not attracted to this person, and they grew to love them, fell in love, and now they're living a happy life. Welcome to another episode of the That's Scary with Melanie P podcast. I'm your girl, Melanie P, and I'm really excited to talk about this today. A lot of couples who are successfully and happily married are admitting to the fact that they were not 100% attracted to their current husband or wife, or they really wasn't their type and they just pushed through and they learned to love them. Now, while that may sound kind of awful, it's working. It's working. I know of a couple of couples, child, who are married, who have been married for several years, and I know for a fact out of the mouth of the people that they partner wasn't the partner that they wanted. They was not attracted to this person, and they, dare I say, settled for them and grew to love them, fell in love, and now they're living a happy life. It kind of puts you in the mind of the Love is Blind, Love is Blind, right? That whole concept of getting to know someone based on their inner personality, commonalities, and compatibility versus physical attraction. And here's the thing, child, I always say, I'm a woman of a certain age, of certain experiences, and I agree with this wholeheartedly. If couples were more so focusing on compatibility. Now, here's the caveat to this. There has to be some level of attraction. So let me play this clip so we can talk about it.
You cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's that's the one. I'm telling you. Baby, when I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'd even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying? It took me about 2 days to start liking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real. About 2 days, okay? Because I was so used to talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right? I done met a roughneck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me. And I almost passed him up because he was dark-skinned, a little rough. Oh, y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs, I was telling you right now. Them niggas that care about themselves, they're going to have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need and their purpose in life. Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job.
Some of you ain't know I've been married for the past 5 years, and I'll be honest, I was not attracted to my wife when I first met her. She was not my speed. She's the complete opposite of who I normally go after, but I just decided to give her a chance. Like I said, once again, she was not my type. She was not that attractive to me, but there was just something about her. I met her. We talked for a couple days. We hung out. She seemed very supportive. So I'm like, why not? I mean, you're not my type, but I'm going to give you a chance because I normally go for this type. And then after a while, she just grew on me. Her looks grew on me in about the 48, 72 hour mark, in the sense of, I think I can do this. What I'm trying to get at is, just because you're not attracted to someone does not mean you don't give them a chance.
Now, they're onto something. I think they're onto something. It's this whole thing I keep seeing women talk about is, get this medium. I like a little medium ugly dude, or whatever the case might be. And I hate that word. I hate when people use the word ugly, child. I just don't like it. It's such an evil, mean word. But I get what they're saying. I totally get what they're saying. And it sounds kind of bad, and these people on these clips, they're giving a little bit, well, this first woman giving a little bit of colorism, child, talking about a dark-skinned man versus light-skinned man. It's a bit much for me. But on the same token, what she's saying is really, honestly, true. Think about it. Looks fade. I posted a video earlier this week talking about how, looks fade, people's health fade, and then what are you left with? A lot of times when people get sick, they find themselves with somebody who leaves them at their lowest moment and is not going to take care of them because they truly do not love them. They love how you look. And I want to give this example, child. I know of a particular couple, and the man married this woman. This woman could not be further from what this man has typically dated. So let's say we got John Doe and he has been married to Holly Berry, Megan Good, Vivica Fox in her heyday, Lela Rochon in her heyday, Nia Long, and then he busts out with Gabby A. Sidibe. Now, to the naked eye, we're gonna be like, what is this? And you can't sit there and say that he wanted Gabby A. Sidibe, whatever her name is. Like, you cannot say that that was your first choice. But I do believe that when people pick partners more so based on compatibility, more so based on, did we grow up the same? Do we have the same values? Are we both have the same goals and like similar goals and aspirations when it comes to our family and our children? Those are the things that truly, truly matter. Now, the caveat to this for these people, I would never get on the whole World Wide Web and say that I thought my spouse was ugly or, I wasn't attracted to them. I don't know if I would go on there and kind of say that and admit that just out of respect for my partner. But I think the bigger thing here is that, especially in the heyday of social media, dating apps, we swipe based on how somebody look. And then if they don't look like a certain thing that we're used to, then we just swipe them away. But they could really be our person. I do think that there's a lot of validity to what these people are saying. And what's the word for insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is the definition of insanity. People have these visions in their head. I used to have a vision in my head. And here's the thing. I used to be like, damn, if I could find a man who was the personality mixture of all my brothers and had these certain looks, he'd be the perfect man. I have encountered that man. He is not a perfect man because we are not compatible. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's about compatibility. I'm thinking of a whole other couple that I know, child, who I did not understand the man and the woman being together. The man is very weird looking. The woman is she's truly giving Nia Long. When she didn't have the experience and the wisdom under her belt to choose based on compatibility versus choosing based on looks. But when you get a little bit older and you have a little bit more wisdom and experience under your belt, then you start to choose differently. Compatibility trumps physical attraction. Because here's the thing. We all know, like in high school, there were those guys or girls who were not very attractive, but because they were so confident, they kind of mind fucked us into thinking that they were super attractive, to me, beauty and attraction can be developed. Meaning, I may look at this dude and I think he's not very attractive, but he's hella funny. We vibe, we match, he meets my fly. I don't care how he looks, y'all. I'm having an influx of so many couples that I know to where one of the partners is not their type or might be seen as unattractive, especially in comparison to their partner. And they have been married for 5+ years, successfully married. I'm thinking of so many couples like that. And I really feel like that is the answer to Black love, to longevity, to the divorce rate declining. You have to not pick based on physical attraction. That's the answer. That is the answer. Listen, let me know if you know of couples like that. Let me know if you agree with me. And if you don't agree with me and you're younger, start switching it up a little bit. Maybe we right, because I know more couples than not to where that is their story. And the beautiful couples who look good, they got the biggest divorce rate. Pick based on compatibility. You can learn to love somebody. That's just my little tidbit, child. Let me know what you think, if you agree, if you know of these couples, if this makes sense. Let's discuss this in the comments, and I will see you on the next episode.